say a few words, because I have an opportunity to make people aware of what I'm doing moving forward with G Note Records and G Unit Records. And I have new artists that I actually signed to both of those actual imprints. And Hot Rod actually was the first artist that we signed to G Note because of his choice to create a different sound, different music. For those who don't know, he's actually was on G Unit Records for about 3 years, 4 years? 06. He signed to G Unit Records in 06. And since then, he's been touring internationally and getting a chance to travel so many different places, changed his direction artistically, and he created this new sound, new music, this more dance-like. It's what they were playing consistently in Europe when he was, out there utilizing the association of G Unit and touring, doing those shows and small club dates and stuff like that. And this album is different. It's nothing to question on the record. Like when I listen to it, it's you hear a lot of artists that write content, this street-oriented content about a lifestyle that they haven't actually experienced. His record is like, it's fun. It's like about partying. It's about enjoying life, and it has a more positive spin on the actual content and actual music. And I felt like if I released it on G Unit Records, that all of the projects prior to this project had aggressive content or street edge to it, that the fans would actually turn their nose up at it before they got a chance to listen to it and give it a chance. Like, even on thisis50.com, I said, I don't think we should put it on, post it right away. Because I knew that audience wouldn't actually understand it. Like, when artists release records like the G6, Fly Like a G6, it's not a hit to hip-hop culture until it's a hit to the dance world, and then they listen and they respect it because it's working and it's really popping. And I said, for Rod's project, maybe we go a different approach. And I can comfortably say I wasn't all the way right, because some people heard it and understood it immediately. Maybe they had a taste for both sounds, but there was the guys that was like my core audience that absolutely was like, what the fuck is this? Like, they don't even like me if I'm not killing anyone. I make a record, it got relationship-based content, or it's just not as aggressive, and they be like, man, I love the old 50, this new I like this new guy, you know what I'm saying? I deal with all that until I release, my new album. And, it's interesting because I get a chance to feel like I felt before Get Rich or Die Trying, with the doubt. And even having a body of work, with 4 albums that consistently, I believe were recorded up to standard. Even if the timing wasn't 100% right for what I released, and it didn't impact as strong as the first 2 CDs did, I still feel like everything on there, if you listen to it, is sonically correct. Like, you can't point to it and say this is whack. Like, I can't listen to this. It's hurting my ears. It's fucked up. Who approved this? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna do that. Like, you listen to it and go, okay, this was cool. But I feel like at the end of my career, when I actually look back at, my entries and the things that I've released at different time periods, that it'll really reflect my growth in different areas, and they'll see me do different things that they didn't actually expect me to do, because I didn't actually expect me to do some of the things that I'm doing. And being able to travel and have music take me places that I didn't expect to go, and interact with people from different cultures and see so many different things is helping me grow in different areas. A lot of you, if some of you follow me on Twitter, then you'd be aware of me wanting to feed 1 billion people in Africa over the next 5 years.
That's okay.
All right, that's a goal I set for myself, and I absolutely feel like I can accomplish it. And I think the interest in people seeing me decide to make a step in that direction is stronger than the person that you felt like was your traditional role model. A lot of people, we feel like, say the right thing all the time, or does the right thing all the time. They have as many imperfections as everyone else in this room, they just can hide better. You know, so you'll see in different ways, you'll see their imperfections. They come out later. You know, and with me, it's just, I'm glad that I came from the repair shop. So when you look at me and the screen is fuzzy, don't be fucking surprised. You know I was fucked up when I got here. You know? It's a whole nother angle to see things from. Like, I get a chance to be myself on every level, you know, and I'm blessed in that way. I think in some areas, at different periods, I felt like I've been placed in a box with different content material creatively because of the aggression in the music and in hip-hop culture taking a sway to hipsters that have zero aggression, you know, and rapping and riddles. Can anyone tell me a punchline from Tupac? There were none. It just was him saying the lyrics with passion that made you fall in love with him. Any Biggie punchlines?
See more butts than ashtrays.
He did, yeah. There's a few of them. Think about it, you know, he did that. He did that a bunch of times. No, that wasn't a punchline. That was just, I love it when you call me Big Papa. You know, it's not a lot, though. It wasn't as excessive as they expect you to be with the writing in a riddle the whole time. Half of it, I listened to some of the verses and I go, what were you actually trying to say? Because it doesn't make sense. Okay, it went in, it matched. But what were you trying to say to the person listening? You know, it's just different choices creatively from artists, you know, and it's interesting. I think when they hear that my new disc, that they'll be really surprised with my choices, you know. And I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm glad you guys are getting a chance to meet Hot Rod, Leah, you know,
Banks,
usual suspects. You got Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got M.O., he's a new breakout artist.
Yeah.
He actually write Lloyd Banks.
So bad.
Okay, so now you know who the real POK is.
M.O.
You know, I'm really enjoying myself, and this is exciting to be able to come out and see, you know, the people who really matter, who mean something to, you know, how music is received in a different way. And along with that, I actually started SMS 550. It's an audio company. I acquired a company called Kono to have people and their staff that's already set up come over, and I'll be releasing in November. And I mean, shortly after, there'll be announcements towards things that I'm doing through SK, so everyone will be aware of, you know, my goals in Africa and different things. So, thanks for coming.
Thank you.